VidGamesFTW.
So this is totally an image. Now you have to send me that.
Oh,
Okay.
And so we don't have another Mario Odyssey issue. It's a fucking the Earth as an anime chick. God damn it.
Oh my god.
Who should I show my poem to first?
Yuri.
Y-U-R-I Yuri.
Oh boy.
Don't you
But
dare.
Monica,
Don't you.
Don't you dare, I'll punch
Okay,
you.
four.
Yuri seems the most experienced.
Excuse me, that's
in
my
more than
line.
one way.
Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her.
I'm obviously not very experienced.
I can trust her opinion to be fair.
There she is. Oh.
As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten.
Exceptional.
Sensational.
What was that?
Question mark?
Huh?
Did I say that out loud?
Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face.
She face palms.
He's gonna hate me.
You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri.
That's... I guess you're right. What I'm getting so nervous for.
Yuri takes a breath.
So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before.
Really? I haven't written shit. That's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really.
Huh?
Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again.
But this is the writing of a professional. You say you suck?
You are a prodigy.
It's the most professional piece of poetry that I've ever
A
written.
poem. Piece of poem.
Piece of
I
poem.
have found the one.
Ah,
The one.
Well, I know that. I just meant,
Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly.
It makes the same sound as when she traced her finger over the glass.
yeah, how?
She has strange abilities.
Apparently. Okay, this is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that the both style and expressiveness are weakened.
Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert.
Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased, though.
Biased? How?
Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry.
It's fine.
I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, or me, or to Natsuki.
Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it.
Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Eh?
Whoa.
Ghost Under the Light.
Oh, well.
Who wants to read it?
Okay, you write it.
Me? Okay. Let's see if I can read it. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time.
Yes.
The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back.
Ugh.
That's not what she's doing! I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting.
What? I wasn't thinking that at all.
But it took you a long time to read.
Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting's pretty.
That's a relief.
Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive.
It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems.
Not at all.
I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose.
Are you in a ghost, Yuri?
Are you a paranormal investigator?
Actually, the story isn't about ghosts at all, Kawaii.
Really? I must have totally missed the point.
Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all.
Shit, let me read it again. Oh, okay, it's not about ghosts. Never mind.
But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing.
That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive.
Eh? It's nothing really.
It's oblivious to everything, my character.
Yours was impressive too, so.
Oh, thanks! I mean, nah.
Nah.
I mean, you only said it was like,
Impressive or whatever.
yeah.
If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you.
You think so?
Yeah, of course.
You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Kawaii.
Me too. I think.
Dude,
Oh,
Kawaii
okay.
is such a socially
Who
awkward son.
okay, who's next? Sayori, Natsuki, or Monica?
Natsuki.
Okay.
Alright.
Yeah. Where's this funny? If it's all I'm thinking of. Nah. Nah? It's a question.
Kawaii, if you're not going to take this club seriously, then go home.
What? Harsh.
No chill.
What you
Absolutely
expect
no
me to
chill.
believe that you actually put effort into this?
Natsuki, you're harshing my mellow.
Do you think I'm stupid?
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Oh, yeah. Oh, and no.
I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put in effort. We all start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Bring. Painful to think about.
Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again.
Fair enough. Well, teach their own, I guess.
Anyway, I guess I gotta share mine now. Knowing you'll probably think it's stupid.
Oh, here we go. Eagles can fly.
read the first line.
Monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it.
I like this music, by the way.
I know this music is so derpy.
Damn, savage.
But that's about it?
Obviously hates people.
Oh my god. So
Yeah.
what's the term they call
I told you that you weren't gonna
tsundere?
like it. No, I freaking loved it.
That was funny.
I like it.
What? Just be honest.
I am.
I
Why are
am.
you so convinced I wouldn't like it?
Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously.
But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid.
Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard.
Ow!
Shit.
Not so hard!
Too hard. Like in this poem. Seeing
I have a black eye now.
Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it.
Yeah, I understand.
But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then I made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line.
So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized.
That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you?
Yeah, I guess not.
Yeah, guess not.
Guess not!
Mm,
Oh, the
yeah.
cupcake went down really hard. I mean, it was good.
Well, yeah, one thing I learned is not how to cook.
I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her.
Bake.
Okay, Sayori and
next?
Monica.
Let's do moniker.
Monica.
Monica.
Alright. Oh my god.
Hi, Kawaii.
Hello.
Have a good time so far?
Yeah.
Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay?
Alright, I'll keep that in mind.
Of course, I'll be afraid to bring afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in.
That's how
That's
I am.
me.
Yeah,
right
me
there.
too. I think that's all three of us,
Yeah.
honestly.
Yeah.
Anyway, want to share your own poem with me?
It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to.
Don't worry, Kawaii. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's that sort of barrier that we'll learn to get past soon.
Yeah, that's true.
I hand Monica my poem.
Great job, Kawaii. I was going, oh, in my head while reading it. As in, oh, this fucking sucks. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why.
It's a metaphor for shit.
It's
I
metaphor
didn't
how
expect you to go
awful
for
it
something
was.
so deep in doo-doo. I guess I underestimated you.
And by that I mean I completely did.
Yeah.
It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. Like, really low.
Like super low, like just none at all.
And that way it always counts when I put in some efforts.
That's not very fair. At least you're truthful, you know. Well, I guess it worked anyway. It's just like
That's alright,
That's
whatever. Whatever.
likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness, Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write that like that effectively. I'm a
Sorry.
pterodactyl. Both allowing people to get something out of it is just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all of the nuances. It could take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked, though.
I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet.
Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring, learning by trying new things.
I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this.
That's okay. I love to see you try new things. That's the best way to
I'd like to try
find the kind of style that suits you.
God damn myself.
Okay, so what?
By the way, where are you guys in this game right now?
Nothing has happened besides cutesy.
Well, but do you like it?
Well, I mean,
I'm interested in interested in what happens.
I just want to get with Yuri.
What 3 parts in?
She is waifu material right now.
Wait, who?
Yuri.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Everyone else might be a bit biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way anyone wants you to write. It's not that you have to worry about impressing them or anything.
So are you gonna read hers or what?
Don't let the way you're staring at me, Monica.
Ah. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Dude, don't worry, I'm not very good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're only the president.
You're only the president.
You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good.
Well, that's because I have to sound confident.
Oh god.
That doesn't mean I always feel that way, though.
I see. Okay, well, let's read it then.
Oh, here we go.
I thought she was going to say, well, I am the president.
Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See, the direction the spackle protrudes, a noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend, I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. Right? But it's too late. My retina's
Not
already
in person,
scorched.
dude.
Already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole with infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out, and he, on the other side, was looking in.
Deep.
So what do you think?
It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really into the right person to ask for feedback.
That's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines.
Basically meaning my poem is more better than yours.
When
The dot 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 wasn't there, Chase.
Speak, Chase.
Words.
How?
This is a literature game. You need words.
Help.
I got a word
When
help.
performed out loud, it can be really powerful. powerful.
Wait, let's not ignore what just happened right now. You're about to explain it. What happened?
No,
Did you hiccup?
Yes, a hiccup. It was like a hiccup, sneeze, breathe thing,
All right.
and it hurt.
What was the inspiration behind this one?
Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit.
Really now?
An epiphany? An epiphany?
Epiphany.
Yeah, something like that.
An epiphany.
Why couldn't it be? I'm kind of nervous to talk about this deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming out strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day.
Oh, God.
Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big, dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening.
Yay,
Alright,
thanks,
the last one
Monica.
is C.
Who should
Ori.
show poem to next? Oh, I don't know. The only person on the list.
Poster.
Yeah.
Yuri.
You're good.
Other poster.
You're good.
Chalkboard.
Feedback there.
The desk.
This is a good poem, Kawaii. Are you sure it's your first time?
Yeah, I was very nervous about it.
Look, I was
I had to
trying
really
my
think
best
about
to
it.
impress the women, okay? That's the only reason.
Of course. It's not that good. It's not that good. I'm not the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time.
Yeah, I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously, or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really
Thanks.
happy that you wrote one.
Thanks for the confidence,
It just reminds me how you were, that you're really part of the club now.
bitch.
Yeah, you fucking dragged me into this shit.
Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the classroom.
I'm sorry. We
And
shouldn't make fun.
Chloe.
Oh, well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but it doesn't mean I'll break my promise.
See? It's like I said before, Kawaii. Deep down, you're not so selfish at all, you know? Try new things, like this for other people, that's something that only really good people do.
Thanks, Sayori.
I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here.
My motive.
My motive.
My ulterior motive.
To get into Yuri's
Then again,
pants.
I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all.
Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay?
Jesus.
That will be my way of thanking you.
Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then.
Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right?
Oh, here we go.
No!
Okay, I'll read. I'm
No!
really bad at this. They all say they're garbage.
I know,
No.
right?
We'll see about... It didn't come out. That! There you go, that's...
Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes.
Rub the sleepy.
Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Wait.
Her R's are weird. Her R's.
I know.
They blend in with like, the next letter.
Oh, I love that. Oh,
I want breakfast.
I love that. I want breakfast.
Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait till morning to write this?
No! Just a little bit.
Yes.
Can I answer just a little bit to a yes or no question?
I forgot to do it last night.
At least that makes me feel a little better about myself.
Don't be mean. I still tried my best.
No, yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you.
Really?
Yeah, sure. Especially that last line. I want breakfast.
Definitely.
You
Definitely the
oversleep
last
and you
one.
eat a lot. What's wrong with you?
I made eggs and toast.
Even though you were late to school,
It's bad to skip
did you at
breakfast.
least run to school with the toast in your mouth? You're supposed to do that. It's a typical anime thing.
It's bad to skip breakfast.
Look at that face.
I get all cranky.
Well, I guess no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me.
This is so much fun. Monica's the best.
Yeah, she's really something. She won't stop looking at me every time I see her on screen. I mean, yeah.
She just stares at me with those
But next
piercing
time,
green
I won't
eyes.
forget. And I'm going to write the best poem ever.
Why did you stop, Sayori? Well, I guess I look forward to it. 4R to it. Phew.
I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room.
My inner thoughts are still not voiced by me.
That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. Especially Monica's. This is a literature club after all.
Especially Natsuki's.
Yeah, I sigh.
I feel the life leaving my body.
I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes laid on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly.
What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing.
Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand.
I guess you could say it's fancy.
Fancy.
Ah, thanks. Yours is cute.
Don't say cute to her.
Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. It just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but I really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions.
Number 1, stop being a bitch all the time.
I was gonna say.
Just because you make cupcakes doesn't mean you're a cupcake yourself. If I was looking
Despite
for
your hair being
suggestions,
pink.
I would have asked someone who actually liked it, which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Kawaii did too.
Yeah,
So
I liked it. It was good.
Yeah, definitely.
So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own.
Better than my piece of shit poem.
First of all, excuse me.
Yeah, voice of
I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style.
Oh, snap!
Oh shit.
The heat is on. I don't expect it to change anytime soon.
About
unless,
poems.
Of course, I come across some dude. This would just be like these. They're gonna write poems about each other.
Oh god. Just how much they hate each other.
It's like a rap battle, but it's like a poem battle.
And Kawaii liked my poems too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it.
Oh shit. Natsuki suddenly stands up.
Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri.
Oh.
Eh?
Eh.
Uh-oh.
This music.
That's not what I.
Oh my
you're
god.
Just,
Yuri stands up as well.
maybe you're just jealous that Kawaii appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours.
Oh shit.
And do you know? And how do you know he doesn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I wouldn't be deliberately going out of my way to make sure everything I do overly cutesy.
Oh!
Oh shit. Burn.
Is everyone okay? Well, you know what?
Oh.
I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Kawaii started showing up. Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a...
Oh
This
shit.
doesn't involve you!
I'll just be one of the girls.
I don't like fighting, guys.
Suddenly, both girls turn towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there.
Kawaii, she's trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it.
Oh god.
If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place.
God.
What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for absolutely no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Kawaii. Well, wait! There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning of them most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Kawaii? Well...
Oh!
How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. But whoever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me.
Yuri.
So of course that's going to be
Happy
Yuri. We got,
Tune in next time.
mm.
Ooh, spicy. So, where do you think this is heading?
Someone's gonna die.
Oh my god.
Someone gonna get cut.
Gotta kill him with kindness. Shank,
Someone
shank.
go- Shake, shake. Check out.
Yeah,